Alright, this is going to be a quick video on basically steel cased ammo versus AR-500 steel plates. First, some quick info up front. These are the two targets I've been shooting the most recently out of my AR-500 steel plates. And most of the hits you see on these targets were done at 50 yards, sometimes a little closer. Most manufacturers recommend 100 yards on their rifle steel. I usually take some kind of precautions whenever I shoot that close. Usually I'm shooting from behind a piece of cover or something along those lines, and I make sure I've got good eye pro and all that on. So anyway, to get down into it, these were all shot from me, for the most part, from 50 yards and in, and pardon me, and all hits were with 55 grain ammo, whether it was US made stuff or Russian made stuff. It was all 55 grain FMJ. So there's this discussion that's on and off been going, and I've had this argument with people for a long time now that steel cased ammo with a bimetal jacket damages the AR-500 steel plates more than copper jacketed bullets, and I've always argued that that's not the case. My reasoning usually is that the Russian steel cased ammo is going a lot slower than even US 223 spec commercial ammo. Most Russian ammo out of like a 16-inch gun, you're going to see like 2,800 feet per second. The 223 ammo, you're going to see over 3,000 feet per second, and with something like M193, you're going to see even more velocity. So we'll look at this left-hand plate first because it's got the most divots in it. All these really deep divots that you see, this was all done with either US commercial spec 223 or M193 spec ammo. It really didn't seem to matter whether it was M193 or 223 spec. It seemed to make very similar divots in the middle. The shallow ones you see, like this one right here, I don't know if my camera will focus on these. These shallow hits up here, or that one, that's all Russian spec ammo, or Russian steel cased ammo. And whenever I say Russian steel cased, I'm talking brown bear, silver bear, wolf, lots of brown bear. I buy a lot of that stuff. And recently the SG ammo Barnaul contract stuff. Barnaul, or SG ammo, contracted with Barnaul to build them ammo, and I bought some of that, and that's been really good stuff. I bought like 3,000 rounds of it just to have it because they ran out pretty fast. If you look at this plate over here, this one hasn't been hit with any M193 except for maybe that edge hit, but that could have been a Russian steel case round too. Those edge hits tend to take gouges out no matter what. All these really small divots, those are all Russian hits. Same thing over here. The real shallow divots are Russian steel case ammo, and the deep ones are M193. The velocity of the steel case stuff is low enough that it doesn't matter what the bullet jacket is made out of. What the bullet jacket is made out of, for the most part, is not relevant. It's the fact that the copper jacketed stuff is trucking at like 3,200 feet per second, and the steel case stuff is going 26 to 2,800 feet per second. You might be able to get it to go 3,000 if you shoot it out of a 20-inch barrel, but there's not a whole lot of guys running around with 20-inch barrels anymore. I really hope that in the future this information becomes more common, I guess, and that that more and more organizers will be okay with steel like bimetal jacketed ammo being used. I'm not saying to allow steel core ammo, but there's very little actual steel core ammo on the market anymore. I know that's another misconception, is that wolf and brown bear and silver bear and all those are steel core. I still hear it to this day that all these ammos are steel core, and they're not. They have a lead core with a copper wash steel jacket. But again, as you can see, the jacket material makes no difference. The velocity does. So I really hope that in the future more ranges will come up off their steel case ammo restriction, and just, you know, accept all ammo. One of those deals, right? I don't know. I guess in the future we'll see. But I hope that this information becomes more widespread and we see more acceptance of cheap steel case ammo, because if I get to shoot more cheap ammo, it means I've got more money to use to shoot more matches. So that works out for everybody. I get to shoot more, the match organizers get more money. It's a win-win. And in the process, we can save their steel targets for more shooting. Anyway, y'all have a good rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see some of y'all around later.